Hello everyone. Today in this video we're going to talk about Zani. So Zani, we're going to talk about Zani's build. We're going to talk about her best echoes, her best skills that you need to prioritize. We'll talk about her best free-to-play teams and her premium team. We'll talk about her best and slot weapons. We'll get into everything that we can in order for you to make Zani a powerful spectral DPS. Alright, so if you're new to the channel and you just found me on YouTube, what are you waiting for? Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So first and foremost,
Anything I can help you with?
let's talk about Zani. So Zani is a top tier DPS that fully utilizes the spectral frazzle mechanics to deal damage. She is an amazing unit that can deal high damage combos through her heavy slash, the skills of her heavy attack and frazzle damage. She can also fully parry enemy attacks and has a built-in damage reduction, making her quite tanky on field. So we're gonna talk about one of the few strengths that Zani possesses. Number one, she's a very premium Spectrofrazzle DPS, can immediately trigger all Spectrofrazzle stacks to deal damage. Her attacks also scale with Frazzle damage for added multipliers. Number two, her low skill floor, high skill ceiling. Her kit is easy to use but has different combination for all skill levels. Number three is that she can fully block attacks, able to parry attacks with her ready stance and receive damage reduction for over a few seconds. Number four is that she has a very balanced kit. She can deal a good chunk of damage, provides extra buffs to her team via her outro. I'll show you uh, via her outro, okay, and can soak up enemies' attacks. Few of the weaknesses. Let's talk about few weaknesses about Zani. So she's locked into a Spectrofrazzle team. You can use her outside of the Spectrofrazzle team. So you either have to use her teammates, premium teammates. We'll get into that. All right. So she is locked into Spectrofrazzle teams. You cannot use Zania outside of Spectrofrazzle teams. There are a couple of characters that provide Spectrofrazzle. So we'll get into that. Number two is that pairing is a must. Pairing is a must for optimal gameplay. So you need to able to anticipate enemy attacks effectively. So in order to play Zani, you gotta learn how to parry. So if you can parry, then you probably have to get used to it. There is no other way. You have to get used to parry. You have to master it because if you want an efficient and smooth gameplay of Zani, you need to learn parry. That's the only way.
Anything I can help
All
you
right.
with?
Now we're gonna talk about her best in slot weapon. Her best in slot weapon is probably gonna be her signature gauntlet, which is going to be Blazing Justice, which gives you 48.6 percentage of critical damage on the main stat, and gives you 587 attack, which is close to 600, which is a lot of attack. The passive is really good. It's increases attack casting. Every time you cast basic attack follows you this effect. Dealing damage ignores 8% of the target defense and amplifies spectrofrazzle damage by 50% for 6 seconds. Triggering the effect resets its duration. So retriggering. So if you once you stop retriggering, you can utilize this effect over and over again, which is very nice. 8% of target defense and amplify spectrofrazzle damage. So there's a chance for you to apply spectrofrazzle damage of 50% for 6 seconds, which is really nice, and you can do chunk of amount of damage with this weapon. And I highly recommend you to get this weapon. This is a must weapon for her. Okay, so you definitely need this weapon. You have to pull this weapon. I would say it's a must pull weapon for Zani if you want to utilize if you want to utilize the best of for her. Okay. All right. The other weapon that I can recommend you that you can use is this weapon. You can also use this weapon as well. This is a weapon. This is a weapon that Shang Liao uses. So I can definitely recommend you this weapon. Yeah, this weapon you can also use this weapon, Verity Handle. Yeah, you won't take full advantage of it, but you can also take advantage of the resonance liberation and resonance skill because Zani deals damage from resonance skill and resonance liberation. So you can utilize this weapon passive too. This weapon passive is actually good for Zani. It's not that bad. The only difference between her signature and this weapon is that you are not getting a guarantee 50% Fezzle damage and a defense target defense reduction. So yeah, that's the only disadvantage that you're getting if you're not pulling for the signature weapon. But this weapon can also work if you can get your hands on Zani's signature weapon. The other
I can
weapons,
help you with.
the other weapons that can work is tragic comedy and abyss surges. Abyss surges can also work. This weapon can also work from the if you have it, you can. This weapon can also work. I believe it's from the standard weapon. Standard weapon. Yeah, this can also work. All right. Now we're gonna talk about Zani's best in slot echoes. Now, her best in slot echoes is probably gonna be Eternal Radiance set. Eternal Radiance set is probably gonna be her best in slot. Now, in Zani's case, it is a bit different. I will tell you why. You want to put cost 3. You want to put this echo, Capitania's echo, at cost 4. You want to put this echo at cost 4 slot because the reason why is it summons a Capitania's, which is the echo, and it deals spectral damage to enemies. Equip this echo grants Zani a spectral damage bonus and heavy attack damage bonus. So Zani deals most of the damage from heavy attack. She scales of heavy attack damage bonus and she needs this. So that's why this echo is very important and you should put this echo at slot 4 and you should also put slot cost 4 at number 2 at in place of cost 3 place cost 4. So that's how it works. Now you may gonna ask, I'm missing out on 5 piece eternal. You don't need that. You basically just need to use this echo. It's very important. You can use the 2 piece, but the echo skill passive that you're getting out of it is very important, so you gotta use this. And at cost 3, I would say, spectral damage bonus, you can use that. And at cost 1, you can use attack percentage for set is probably going to be Eternal Radiance. You won't be taking advantage of the 5 piece passive, but since you have to put Capitanias at slot 4, at cost 4 slot, because of that heavy attack damage bonus, uh, that he provides, and spectral damage bonus is very important to put him. And yeah, for the substats, try to get critical rate, critical damage. I haven't was lucky enough to get both crit rate and crit damage. I'm still looking for it, but yeah, try to get critical rate, critical damage, and energy regen would be nice because Johnny also make sure to get at least around close to 130 energy regions, so you can do a decent amount of ultimate. Your ultimate Zani's ultimate energy cost is very nice, but still around 130 should be good, more than good enough. Try to get at least around close to 22, at least around 2300 attack or 2400 attack. That would be nice. Around anything around 2400 attack should be good enough for Zani's main attack stat. And for the crit rate, I would say anything above 70 crit rate or over 200 plus crit damage should be more than good enough. If you're, I mean, it really depends. If your Zani crits at over 50, at 60, at 70, like try to use it whichever is good for you. But for a guaranteed critical rate, I would say anything close to 70 should be good enough. Um, but yeah, when it comes to so let's talk about her. Okay, so let's talk about her skill priority. Her skill priority, I would say, 4-day circuit is very important. Resonance skill number 3 is going to be resonance liberation. So number 1, 4-day circuit. Number 3, try to max this out. 4-day circuit is very important. That's where Zanis get her most amount of damage, which is yeah. And try to increase resonance skill, which is very important as well. And number 3rd is going to be resonance liberation. So these 3 are very important, and then you can develop the rest, which is not very important, but you can max it out if you want to. But I would say anything close to 6, level 6 should be or 8 should be fine. The intro and normal attack, which is not very that important, but yeah, your first priority should be 4-day circuit, second resonance skill and resonance liberation. All right. When it comes to her when it comes to her resonance chain, I would say S0 Zani is more than enough. You don't need to get her copies, but if you want to get copies, feel free. If you are a whale, go ahead and do it. But yeah, I would not recommend going for her resonance change. But yeah, so yeah, yeah. So we're gonna talk about Zani's best teams. Okay, we're gonna talk about Zani's best teams. Let's see. All right, we're gonna talk about her best teams, which is going to be Zani herself and Phoebe or Spectrorazor. So Phoebe's banner is currently going in right now. Yep. So Phoebe is here. So Phoebe or a Spectrorazor. If you don't have PB, that's fine. You can still use Spectrorazor, which I'm doing right now. And Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper, if you don't have Shorekeeper, you can use either Varina or Baiji. If you have Baiji, you can use those two. But yeah, Spectrorazor is very important because
Prepare for battle as we head
he
toward the
gives
shared future,
he has a
leaving the past behind.
he has a Spectrofrazzle in his kit. So he has a Spectrofrazzle in his kit. Yeah, he has a Spectrofrazzle in his kit, which is very nice, and that is why Spectro Rover is good. If you don't have Phoebe, that's fine. But if you can use Spectro Rover, that should be good enough. All right. All right. So use Spectro Rover as a sub DPS and build him as a sub DPS, and you can of course your main DPS should be Zani, and number 3 should be Shorekeeper because the crit rate and crit rate buff she provides, which is critical rate and critical damage buff she provides, is very nice. All right. So that will be it for Zani's build. If you guys enjoy this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye.